Food and beverages must be consumed in the cafeteria or lobby and not brought into the gymnasium. Smoking is prohibited anywhere on school grounds. Tonight, Northeastern is hosting the Bobcats from Northern Adirondack. At this time, I'd like to introduce the Bobcats. Craig Gardner, Kyle Patno, Justin DeCoste, Alex Staley. Starting for the Bobcats at guard, number 24, Josh Langloy. At guard, number 12, Jesse Smith. At center, number 13, Zach Clark. At forward, number 20, Colby Saya. At forward, number 15, Cameron Guerin. The Bobcats are coached by Coach Nate Milo. For the Cougars, number 22, Alex Davison. Number 32, Tom Bedard. Number 11, Rob Armstrong. Starting for the Cougars, number 12, Nate LaFave. At guard, number 24, Logan Miller. At guard, number 23, Jamie Davison. At forward, number 15, Richie Collins. At forward, number 44, Stephen Carter. The Cougars are coached by Coach Rob Guerin and assisted by Mike Famotko. The officials for tonight's game are Mr. Lozier and Mr. Hilchey. Please rise and remove all headgear for the singing of the national anthem.
Get about it here. Oh. All right, so welcome hometown viewers to Hometown Cable's presentation of CVAC Boys Varsity Basketball. Tonight's contest coming to you from Northeastern Clinton Central School. This got to be Wednesday evening, January 12th, 2011. Tonight, the Cougars are hosting the Bobcats of Northern Adirondack. The Bobcats start off quick with a play inside to Josh Langlois, who connects, and they take an early 2-point lead. There's a feed inside. Collins tries to get it into Carter, and it gets swatted away by Zach Clark. So the Cougars will reset here and set up an offensive play. There's Logan Miller from deep. That's off the back of the rim. Nate LaFave, who's getting a start tonight, gets the rebound. Davison tries for three from the top of the key, comes up short, and Saya comes down the other way, but ball's on the floor. The Bobcats end up with it. This is Langlois with it. That's Smith underneath. Feeds Saya. Here's Langlois again. His three-point effort is a little bit short, and Lefebvre tracks down that rebound. Here's Davis that drives the lane, dishes off for Collins. Collins from the elbow comes up a little bit short, but Steve Carter with an offensive rebound and a putback for the first 2 points for the Cougars. Cougars in a man-to-man defense, which is something we don't see too often from Coach Guerin's squad. Here's Cameron Guerin. His shot's a little bit short. Clark with the rebound. Dishes it out. Bobcats look at it bounce, but finally get it back. Clark inside, working against Carter. Tries to bounce one to Guerin, who finally comes up with it, but can't convert the layup. And Bobcats scrapping for the rebound and come back away with it. So a fresh 30, or a fresh 35. Davison strips that ball, and Miller feeds it to him, and he lays it in. The Bobcats with a little hard time trying to get through that man-to-man defense, and we're going to foul on the play. Davison stole the ball in the corner, and as he was headed towards the basket, got tripped, and that's number 20, Colby Saya is going to get called for the trip. Nice inbound play there for Davison, and he converts. So after the Bobcats jumped out to a 2-0 lead, the Cougars will come back with 6 unanswered points. And that ball gets knocked away, and it goes out of bounds. Going to stay with the Bobcats. Saya with the ball. Bobcats will set up a play. Saya bothered by Davison, gets it over for Smith. Smith looking to get it off, does for Langlois. Langlois puts up a shot, looks like it's going to be a little bit short. Miller comes up with a long rebound, and here's Davison on the break, and he converts that one. The Bobcats better think about getting back on defense a little bit, or these speedy Cougar teams going to tear them apart with their transition game, no doubt about that. Here's Saya again, tries to get it in for Clark, but it's knocked away by Carter. And Davison chucks it up for Carter. Carter drives baseline and is going to get fouled by Cameron Guerin. Cougars will inbound. Here's Carter underneath, and he drops it in and draws the foul. It's going to be hard for the undersized Bobcats to stop that post play of Stephen Carter. They don't really have anybody that can post up against him. Carter finishes off the three-point play, so he's got 5 points. He and Jamie Davison are accounting for all of the Cougars' points so far in this contest. We got 4:45 to play in the first quarter. Here's Smith, gets it poked away. Inside for Clark. Clark drives the baseline, tries a reverse layup, but gets it blocked by Carter. Carter comes away with the loose ball up for Davison. Davison to Lefebvre. Lefebvre's going to take the shot. That's going to come up short. Collins can't handle the rebound, and the Bobcats come away with it. Here's Saya working against Davison, puts a nice move on him. Beautiful play there. Nice assist by Colby Saya to get the ball in for Jesse Smith, and we're going to have a foul on the play. Foul's going to go against Smith. That's 3 on the Bobcats already. Now for Miller. Miller drives the lane, dishes off for Carter. Carter puts another lay in and gets fouled. Looks like Jesse Smith is going to pick up that foul. So Carter goes to the line to see if he can complete the old-fashioned three-point play. His foul shot's up and it rolls in. Carter with 8 here with just under 4 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Here's Saya, drives the lane, gets the ball stripped away by Davison, but gets it back. And that's going to go back, and he's going to pick that up without a problem because it was tipped by a Cougars. No backcourt violation. There's a double screen. Saya goes through it. Nice pass inside for Smith. Smith turns around and lays one in over Jamie Davison. Davison swatted at it, but came up empty, and Smith knocks down another chip shot layup to keep the Bobcats close. Here's Davison from long range. That one looks like it's going to be a little long. It was Collins with the rebound, and he gets fouled. So Richie Collins breaks into the scoring column with a nice offensive rebound and a putback, and he's going to go to the line to shoot one. And into the game for the Bobcats is a player to be named later, number 14, Craig Gardner checks in. Collins makes his free throws. Puts the Cougars up by a 9-point margin, 17-8 with 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. There's a nice pass inside for Saya, and he converts. His first 2 points of the contest, and there's Miller for 3. That one goes off the side of the rim. Carter with an offensive rebound and gets the ball knocked out of his hand. So here come the Bobcats the other way. There's a shot by Saya that comes up short. Carter with a rebound. Gives it over for Davison. The Cougars run in the court. Davison drives the lane, puts up a floater, and he draws the foul. It's going to be 2 on Smith. Davison first foul shot, and rolls off the side of the rim and falls away. Second one's on its way. Makes that one. 7 points for Jamie Davison. Again, the Bobcats looking to set up a play. Pass inside for Gardner, gets picked off by Miller. Miller will pull up and dish it off to Lefebvre, but Carter gets called for 3-second violation. So the turnover by the Cougars will give the Bobcat the ball with 2 minutes to play in the first quarter, down by 10. Tried to force that one inside, but gets knocked away. But Bobcats get the ball back. Miller with a nice steal there, gets the ball over, and the Cougars come away. Here's Carter, goes in the lane and does a nice spin move and converts that one. There's Smith. He backs in, tries to get the layup, and we got a timeout on the floor. So with 1:29 to play in the fourth quarter, the Cougars with a 12-point lead, 20-8. Alrighty, folks, out of the timeout, we are back to action here. And Nate Lefebvre drains a 3. Lefebvre making the best of his playing time. Doesn't get a whole lot of playing time, but the senior getting the start tonight, and he drains that one to push the Cougar lead up to 15. Bobcats in a 2-3 zone, trying to double and triple teaming Steve Carter underneath to to try to keep the ball away from him. But this time Carter gets called with the foul. Under a minute to go here in the first quarter. Bobcats looking to trim that deficit down just a little bit. And we got a timeout on the floor. Coach Bilo calls a timeout, sees his point guard in trouble, so he calls a 30-second timeout. All right, we are back to action. Again, just 45 seconds to play here in the fourth quarter. Bobcats with the ball. That's Guerin puts up a shot. It's a little bit strong. Miller comes away with the rebound. Cougars will what they can do about getting the last shot off here. A couple second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Lefebvre again, puts up a shot, knocks that one down. Nate Lefebvre, 2 for 2 from three-point land, gives him 6 points. There's Guerin, splits the defense, puts up a runner, but won't go. Carter pulls down that rebound, thinks about the long outlet, but pulls it back down, gives it off for Miller. Davison puts one up at the buzzer and comes up just short. So after 8 minutes of play here at Northeastern Clinton Central School, it's the Cougars 26 and the Bobcats 8. Okay, we are ready to start the second quarter of action here. This CBAC Boys varsity basketball game. Cougars got some fresh troops in. That's number 11, Rob Armstrong, gets his shot blocked. He's in the game for the first time. Number 32, Thomas Bedard. Number 22, Alex Davison. There's a nice pass inside for Armstrong, and he converts. Jamie Davison with a nice look to see the open man underneath, and Armstrong converts on the easy layup. Again, the Cougars going man-to-man here against the Bobcats. Guerin loses the handle on the ball. Davison comes up with it, and so pass it inside for Davison, but number 14, that's Gardner. He steps in front of that pass, so nice read by Craig Gardner to start the break the other way, and Cougars have to foul to slow it down. So a little life there for the Bobcats. Guerin again runs his defender into a screen, and that ball comes up a little bit short. Bedard with the rebound, and he'll come back the other way. Davison, nice catch there, and looks to drive, but sticks it back out to the point to Bedard. Cougars keeping it on the perimeter. There's Davison, dishes one off to Alex Davison, but he chooses to shoot it back out. Jamie Davison will take the shot, and he knocks down the three. Give him 10 points. Davison strips that, Collins actually strips the ball away, and Davison comes up with a loose one, gives it off for Bedard, who gets his shot blocked out of bounds by Clark, but he gets called for the foul. So Bedard will go to the line to shoot two. First one is up and good. Kyle Patno checks in for Coach Bilo. Guerin will sit. Comes off, so Bedard makes 1 out of 2 free throws. Nice pass inside for Smith. Smith showing some good hands to catch up to that one. Can't convert the layup, and it's going to stay with the Bobcats. Saya will inbound. Gets it over for Gardner. Gardner tries to get it in for Smith. A nice catch again, and Smith lays in a nice soft layup. 6 points for Jesse Smith to lead the Bobcats. Armstrong's going to pull up for three. That one's going to be short. Bedard with the offensive rebound. And he's going to send it back out for Davison, and he's going to unload one there. Knock that down. 13 points for the league's leading three-point shooter. Gardner slips and loses the handle on the ball. This is Smith with it, looking for somebody to give it to. He gives it off for Saya. Saya with a nice move around Davison, but can't finish on the layup. The Bobcats certainly showing some good individual effort here, but hard to quite have the team effort to stay up with the Cougars, but they certainly giving it their all. Alex Davison with a left-hander won't go, and Clark clears the rebound. So here come the Bobcats down by 25, looking to do something about that. Davison strips the ball from Saya, and dishes one off for Armstrong. Wasn't really expecting it, and the Bobcats come away with the ball. Just under 4.5 to play in the first half. Here's Gardner for three. That's off the backboard, and long rebound for Batnode. And we got a timeout on the floor. So 4:18 to play in the first half. The Cougars with a 25-point lead, 35-10. Out of the timeout, we are back at it, and Saya's not going to get the ball in time, so 5 seconds expired, so that'll be a turnover, and the ball will go over to the Cougars. Bobcats slip back into zone defense. Cougars are going to keep the ball on the perimeter, looking for something inside. Bedard says, I'll take a shot. Comes up short, gets his own rebound, and dishes it off for Armstrong. Armstrong gets by one defender, drives the lane, draws the foul, puts up the shot. Seen an indication that he's going to call the basket good. Yeah, and the basket's good, so Rob Armstrong will be at the line to he can complete the three-point play. Bobcats got themselves in some pretty serious foul trouble here in the halfway through the second quarter. 5 points for Rob Armstrong. There's a nice pass in for Gardner, and he converts. There's Miller, pulls up at the top of the key. That one's a little bit long, and Gardner comes away with the rebound. Saya working off the Smith screen, and he's going to put up a three. That one rims in and out. Collins comes away with a rebound, tries to give it to Armstrong. Play gets broken up by Patnode, but the Cougars get the ball back. There's Miller, leaves it for Davison, who not sure was expecting it. The ball goes out of bounds, so Stephen Carter and Nate Lefebvre check back into the contest for the Cougars. Collins and Miller will sit. Over for Guerin. Guerin looks to drive, and he's going to pick up a foul. Foul's going to go against Thomas Bedard. Just the third team foul for the Cougars. And that one gets stolen by Alex Davison, given off for Carter on the break. And Carter going to take it right to the rack. Layup's a little bit too strong, but Lefebvre with a rebound. And gives it back for Carter. Carter misses the first one, gets his own rebound, puts it up. It's 12 points for Stephen Carter. There's a long bomb by Isaiah that comes off the back of the rim, and Carter clears that rebound. Here's Bedard, and that one's going to drop in for three. 4 for Thomas Bedard. Creeping up on the 2 minutes to play in the first half. Cougars with a 30-point lead, 31-point lead at this point. That's Sklar drives the lane, but can't do much with that. Bedard steals it from him and waits for traffic to clear, and is going to set up a play. Here's Armstrong, gives it for Lefebvre. Lefebvre drives the lane, tries to dish it off, gets it over for Davison. Davison is stuck in a corner, double team there, gets it off for Bedard. Here's Carter from the elbow, and that drops in. Say tries to drive by Armstrong, can't. Here's Cameron Guerin, I'll give it a shot. That one's short. Thomas Bedard with the rebound. So one and done for the Bobcats, and here come the Cougars back the other way. Here goes Lefebvre again. He's going to put one up, but that one's short. Ball bounces around, goes out of bounds, and to stay with the Cougars. Minute 15 to play in the first half. Armstrong with it, swings it over for Lefebvre. Here's Bedard in the corner. Back out for Lefebvre. The lob inside for Carter. Carter, strong move there, gets Sklar to move, but puts the shot up and draws the foul. So the Cougars pumping the ball inside to their big man, and he's pretty much having his way in there. Zach Sklar's doing the best he can to defend against him, and he's actually doing a fairly decent job. Certainly giving away a lot of size, and had to use a couple fouls to slow him down. Actually, that foul looks like they called it on Saya, so. This is Patnode with it. Gardner throws up a shot, and he draws the foul, so he'll go to the line with under a minute to play here in the first half. Bobcats looking to cut that deficit down just a little bit before halftime, give them a little bit of momentum coming into the second half. And Gardner's first shot's up, a little bit strong. And makes good on that one. That's 3 points for Craig Gardner. The last couple of seconds here, the second quarter, Carter with a nice turnaround and shoot there. 16 points for Stephen Carter. The Bobcats can hold for the last shot here if they so desire. And that ball gets loose, but Sklar picks it up, and he's going to get fouled. And it's going to get fouled by number 11, Rob Armstrong. So 13.2 on the clock. The Bobcats will inbound. Lob back for Guerin. Guerin, he's going to square up, put up a three. It's just an air ball, and Bedard comes away with a rebound. Maybe the Cougars are going to look to knock one down here before the time expires. Bedard loses the handle on it, puts it up at the foul line, and hits the front of the rim and rolls off. So after 16 minutes of play here, Northeastern Clinton Central School on this Wednesday, 12th day of January 2011, it's the hometown Cougars 47 and the visiting Bobcats 13. Okay, folks, we are ready for the second half of action here in this CBAC Boys Varsity Basketball game coming to you from Northeastern Clinton Central School. It's the Bobcats of Northern Adirondack Central School visiting the Cougars of Northeastern Clinton. This Wednesday evening, January 12, 2011, and while I was giving you all that, Alex Davison breaks into the scoring column for the Cougars with a nice two-point shot from the corner. So the Cougars start off right where they left off, and there's Davison with a rebound. So Cougars coming back the other way. There's Jamie Davison with a shot from the baseline. He knocks that down. 15 points for Jamie Davison. There's a shot by Colby Saya. Banks one off the backboard and in. So on the floor for the Cougars right now, we've got 23, Jamie Davison, 22, Alex Davison, number 11, Rob Armstrong, number 15, Richie Collins, and number 12, Nate LaFave. And for the Bobcats, we've got 20 is Colby Sawyer, 15 is Cameron Guerin, 13 is there's a nice catch and convert for Richie Collins, give him 5 points. So back to the Bobcats. Number 13 is Zach Clark. Number 20, Davison drives the lane and attracts a crowd, and Clark goes crashing down, but Davison and the basket's good, so Davison will step to the line. Anyway, 24 is Josh Langlois, and number 12 is Jesse Smith. So those are the players that are on the floor currently. Davison's foul shot is up, rims out. Davison leading all scorers with 17 points. There's Saya, he drops one in. Six points for Colby Sega. He doing a nice job. Here's Armstrong, tries to drive the lane and gets double teamed there. So the Bobcats showing some pretty decent defense, but LaFave's able to split everybody and drive the lane and drop in a two-pointer. That's 8 points for Nate LaFave. The steal by LaFave gives it up for Davison. Davison's going to think about the break, but backs out of it. Leaves it off for Armstrong. Armstrong for LaFave. Inside for Davison. Davison from a tough angle underneath the basket converts. And Langlois can't handle that one. It goes out of bounds, so it'll be a turnover, and Coach Guerin wants a 30-second timeout. So with 5:08 to play in the third quarter, the Cougars have opened up a 42-point lead, 59-17. Alrighty, we are back at it. Here's Collins at the foul line, gives it for Davison. Davison back over for LaFave. LaFave gets his pass cut off by Cameron Guerin. Nice pass up for for Saya, but Lefebvre was there, knocked the ball away, but couldn't control it, so it goes out of bounds. Bobcats will get a break there. Inbound under their own basket. And it gets it into Langlois. This is Guerin. Guerin looks to penetrate. Thinks better of it. Pumps it in for Clar. Clar's double team there. And the ball gets taken away by the Cougars. Here's Armstrong. Davison. Armstrong's going to take the shot. That's short. Collins can't quite grab the rebound. Goes out of bounds, but it's going to stay with the Cougars. Coach Bilo goes to the bench and puts in Craig Gardner and number 22, Kyle Patnode. There's Davison. Lefebvre gives it back for Davison. Inside for Collins. That gets swatted away by Clara, but makes a nice Collins makes a nice play. Dishes it inside for Armstrong, who converts underneath. 7 points for Rob Armstrong. Here's Saya looking to set up a play. This is Patnode with it. Good for Clar. Clar inside for Saya. Saya gets his shot blocked by Davison, and Lefebvre comes away with it. 3.5 to play in the third quarter. Lefebvre for Collins. It's a nice pass inside for Richie Collins, who scoops it up off the ground and converts. 7 for Collins. So the Cougars are doing a nice job of distributing the scoring. Here's Clar, gives it in for Guerin. Guerin turnaround jumper goes off the back rim. Armstrong chases down the long rebound. 3 minutes to play. Third quarter. 63-17 is the score. There's Davison inside for Collins. Collins 2 steps in, and we're going to get the subs in. Here's Smith. He's going to let go with a 3. That's short. And Carter with the rebound. During that substitution, number 24, Logan Miller, number 44, Stephen Carter, number 32, Thomas Bedard check in for the Cougars. And Davison with a 3. And that one's going to go out of bounds. And we get 2 minutes to play here in the third quarter. And that one's going to get thrown away by Lefebvre, so a turnover by the Cougars, and the ball will go over to the Bobcats. Langlois tries to drive the lane, put up a shot, but Carter blocks it away, and Miller comes away with it. This is Bedard. Carter is getting it for Miller. Miller, a little acrobatic move there, and he misses. Carter picks up an offensive rebound and drops it in. His first 2 points of the second half give him 18 all toll. And we're going to have a foul underneath. Looks like Thomas Bedard is going to get called for a little hip check there, pushing the Bobcat player out of bounds. That's 3 on Bedard. Yeah, it's going to go out of bounds. So here come the Cougars. Dart. Here's Lefebvre. Cross all the way over to Miller. Miller puts up a three. That's a little bit short. Nice rebound by number 14, Craig Gardner. He goes diving after the loose ball, and Lefebvre comes away with it. Here's Miller. Inside for Bedard. Nice pass there, but a little too strong. And Carter, another offensive rebound and a putback. And that one's short. Carter with another rebound. Gives it over for Lefebvre. So here come the Cougars. We got under 30 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Once again, Cougars can, shot clock is off, so the Cougars can hold for a final shot if they so desire. Miller. Bobcats showing some nice defense there. Bedard puts up a shot that won't go. Carter reaches over, grabs the rebound, and puts it back in for a two-pointer right at the buzzer. So after 3 quarters of play, the Cougars with a commanding lead, 74-17. Douglas is really good. For a little guy, he's amazing. Both of them are good. All right, so we're back to start the fourth quarter of action here. Northeastern Clinton Central School hosting the Bobcats of NAC. Here's Lefebvre in the land of Giants, kicks it back out. Here's Davison, gives it for Bedard. Bedard over for Lefebvre, gives it for Armstrong. Here's a nice pass in for Alex Davison, puts it high off the glass over the outstretched arms of Jesse Smith, but can't make it fall. So the Bobcats hold, and they will see if they can't get an offensive play going here. This is number 23, first time we've seen any action out of him. Here's Smith with a turnaround, and that won't go. Number 23 is Justin DeCoste, seeing his first action of the night. Armstrong inside for Miller. Miller puts up a shot, rolls around, and drops in. He's the only one of the Cougars who hadn't got into the scoring action so far, so that's going to put all 8 of Coach Guerin's active players in the scoring column. Miller steals that one, and we'll push it back up the other way. There, leaves it off for Lefebvre. This is Armstrong. Here's Bedard. Cross court for Lefebvre. He's wide open. He puts up a shot. Comes off the front of the rim. Sayo with the rebound. There's Smith. His rims in and out. Clara with a nice offensive rebound. His putback won't go. Saved by Guerin. And the Bobcats will reset. Get a fresh 35. They're going to take another shot at it. This is Smith. Gives it off for Clara. Clara makes a nice move. Little scoop shot on their reverse layup, but a little bit too strong. And Rob Armstrong comes away with that rebound. 5.5 to go in the contest. Here's Bedard, kicks it out for Lefebvre. And there's a little bit of bodies flying around underneath. Here's Armstrong from the top of the key. His shot's a little bit short. Clara clears the boards, and Coach Bielo calls a timeout. So with 5:03 to play in the fourth quarter, the Cougars 76, the Bobcats 17. I'll bring it back. Tell him you didn't want it. All right, so folks, we're out of the timeout. There's Cameron Guerin for 3. That one's gonna not hit anything, and Zach Clark with a nice offensive rebound to put back, but can't finish, and it's gonna stay with the Bobcats. So they'll get another opportunity. Nice play in for Smith, and he will convert. Nice, well-designed inbound play by Coach Bilo. Executed to perfection. 8 points for Jesse Smith. He leads the Bobcat scoring column. Miller loses the handle and goes out of bounds, so Bobcats will take over. Here's Guerin. He spins. And it's Saya for 3, but that was long. There's another offensive rebound by Clark, and he just can't get those putbacks to go down. We're under 4 minutes to play in the contest. And Miller does a nice job of hanging on to that one. And Logan Miller floats through the lane and puts up a nice runner that drops. Give him 4 points. A nice pass in for Colby Saya. Gives it off for Clark. He's going to try it from a little further out, and that one won't go as well. Armstrong with a nice rebound. Cameron Guerin pestering him, and he's going to draw the foul. And in come the Bobcats. Will send Langlois and Patnode back into the contest. Clark and Guerin will get the rest. Bedard puts up a 3. That rims in and out. Patnode with the rebound. And the Bobcats will give her another shot. Langlois is going to throw up a 3. That one's short. Nice rebound by Nate Lefebvre. Gets it over for Miller. Miller runs it up the floor. 2.5 to play in the contest. Nice pass in for Lefebvre. Gets blocked by Colby Sawyer. Saya. So here comes Saya the other way. Langlois gives it off for that's Dukas, I'm sorry. Justin Dukas snuck into the game when I wasn't looking and scored 2 points. There's Lefebvre again. This is Armstrong with it. Miller drives the lane and takes one too many steps, so he gets called. And Richie Collins will check back into the game. Logan Miller will sit. Nice play. Nice little give and go right there. Catches Dukas catches Saya cutting through the lane, gives him a nice pass, and Saya converts. 8 points for Colby Saya to join Jesse Smith as the leading scorers for the Bobcats. Bobcats have certainly put up a good fight here in the on the defensive end of things, but they just a step behind and just a little bit undermanned to compete with the little faster, a little more physical. There's a nice play by Jesse Smith to go coast to coast, but can't finish on it. And here comes Cougars back the other way. We're in the final minute of play. There's a nice play and pass inside by Armstrong in for Alex Davison. Alex Davison converts to give him 7 points. And there's going to be a foul on that play. So 20 seconds to play in the contest. The Bobcats will inbound. Smith drives the lane, loses the handle, gets it back, gets a shot blocked by Richie Collins. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to go over to the Cougars. The 12.1 showing on the clock. The Cougars will no doubt be content to simply run the clock out and put this one in the books as a W. So, folks, this is the way it was from beautiful downtown Champlain, New York. Northeastern Clinton Central School is Wednesday evening, January 12, 2011. The Cougars with a commanding 80-23 victory. So that's the way it was. We thank you for watching this presentation by Hometown Cable Television. Worth your support.